Hi, I'm Joanne Cary. Welcome back to Embodied Soul Podcast, a multidimensional space intended to support you in mastering, living, being, and thriving as the embodied soul you are. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about one key way that you may be limiting your abundance in life. All of those things that you are wanting to manifest. And I'm going to tell you why this one action is actually so significant and important to be aware of, and the ways that it shows up, those sneaky little ways that it'll show up so that you can become aware of them in order to begin to transmute it and open yourself back up to receiving all of the manifestation, dreams, and abundance that you want. So if you are ready to join me, pull up a comfy chair, invite in your soul, and be open to receive exactly what you need to live, be, and thrive as the embodied soul you are. So what is this one way? What is this one key thing that is limiting or blocking your ability for abundance, joy, all the things you want in life? And it's your ability to receive. And in particular, today I want to talk about your ability to receive a compliment, a small gift, or a kind gesture. And you may be thinking, oh my God, Joanne, that is so insignificant, so tiny. How is that impacting my ability to get the new job, to find the loving relationship, to get the dream vacation, the dream home, or whatever it is that you are desiring? Maybe it's your connection, a deeper connection with spirit. Whatever it is you're desiring, I'll tell you why something as small as not being able to receive a compliment is blocking you. And it's because everything is energy. And that energy has a frequency. And think of it as the frequency of receiving. I am opening to receive all of the good, all of my manifestations, all of my dreams. That has a frequency. And if you cannot receive a compliment, that is the same energy as I'm not able to receive. So whether you're not open to receive a big thing or a little thing, it doesn't matter. It's all energy. And you want to be in the energy of receipt. I'm receiving all of the things, not the, ooh, I can't receive a compliment. I can't receive this small gift. I can't receive this kind gesture from somebody. Do you understand? Everything is energy. And so if you have that belief playing, that limiting belief playing, that you aren't able to receive, that you don't want to receive, that you're suspicious of receiving, that is pushing away all of the dreams in every area of your life. Because it doesn't matter whether you are manifesting and working very consciously to bring in all the things you want. That frequency of she's not open, he's not open to receive is still playing, of which case you're just not going to receive it. So let's take a look at some of the sneaky ways, the very subtle ways that we show ourselves that we're not actually open to receive. The ways that we're playing this program that says, I'm not open to receive. So, and I'm going to take a look at some of these because a lot of them are interconnected. And in this one example that I'm going to give you, that where it really stuck out to me just how much I wasn't really willing to receive. I think I covered a number of these, but so if I'm looking down, it's just because I'm making sure I don't miss anything. So let's go back to when I was working at the university and I just received this new boss. So I have this new boss. I'm called into his office for our weekly meeting. And the first thing he does is pay me a compliment saying that I did a really good job on this thing. I don't remember what the thing was. It doesn't matter. My response to it was, oh, like, yeah, anybody could have done it. I'm just doing my job. It's just what I do, And he pretty much stopped me in my tracks. And he said, do you realize what you did there? And I'm like, no. And he said, I gave you a compliment. And he said, you didn't receive it. Do you know how you properly receive a compliment? He said, you say thank you. And he said, what you did by deflecting it, by pushing it away, he said, you also took away my joy, because I find joy in giving compliments, in making people feel good, in recognizing good work. And you not receiving it, not only did you not receive the benefit, the warmth, the appreciation of the gift that I gave you, but you took away the joy that I got in being the one to give it. And so that's one small example of deflecting a compliment. Again, I didn't actually say this. So as we go through, because this is sort of your assignment, is to begin to set the intention, to be aware of where these may be playing. So you might as well, as I walk through them, you might as well be thinking to yourself, does that apply to me? Have there been circumstances where maybe I have done this deflection, as an example? And then begin asking yourself, what's playing underneath? What's the program, the limiting belief that wants me to respond in this way? Okay, so in this case, it might be, the limitation might be, I just don't want to stand out, because I know that when I stand out, I've been rejected in the past. It's kind of like the tall poppy syndrome. So the person who stands up and puts up their hand and knows all the right answers, everyone then criticizes, rejects, cuts down. And so in this case, that might be what's playing in your underlying energetics. Okay, what's another way that you may be rejecting or pushing away abundance? And that's self-criticism. So somebody says, you did a really good job. And the first thing you do is go, oh, yeah, I could have done better. Oh, I didn't do as well as I could on this section. Oh, I could have done this thing. And so you're basically criticizing yourself, even though someone just gave you a compliment. You're finding the ways that you weren't actually good enough. And that's one of the possible limitations that you have under that you don't feel worthy, you don't feel enough. And so you're criticizing yourself instead of just openly receiving it. Instead of believing what someone else is maybe telling you, you're going, no, that can't be true. Who am I? That idea. All right. What's another way that you may be turning away a compliment, a gift, or a kind gesture? And that's downplaying your own achievements. And this is, if someone has said that you've done a great job on something, and it's sort of what I had said in the first case, it's like, oh, well, anybody could have done that. There's nothing special here. And you're just deflecting the compliment. And so you don't want to stand out. You don't want to lose friends. You just want to kind of fly under the radar. And that was certainly one thing that I had, was wanting to fly under the radar. I don't want others to feel bad. So I limit my light in order to make them feel more comfortable. So do you see that pattern? Is that something that maybe you have going on? Another one that I see quite often is immediately reciprocating the praise. Oh, I really love what you're wearing today. Or you did an amazing job in that talk that you did. Or you were so funny. Or that was a really beautiful picture that you posted. And you're like, oh my God, I really love your shoes too. I really love that you did, or you did this amazing thing. And so you're not actually taking that moment to receive it. And you might be feeling a bit of contraction in your body. And it's like, oh, I better make them feel good too. I better say something nice about them. And again, this is a way that you are not receiving. And again, why might that be the case? Not worthy, not feeling deserving enough, not feeling as valuable, wanting others to feel good. So you're, again, trying to make yourself smaller in order to make them feel better, so that you don't get rejected, so that you don't get, kicked out of the tribe. And another way is sometimes they just don't say anything. Like maybe you give them a gift or you do a kind gesture and they just don't respond. You just don't respond. It's like, you don't know how to respond. And then the last one that's sort of also interesting is being suspicious. You're suspicious when someone gives you something or wants to do something nice for you or gives you a compliment. And you're thinking, well, why would they want to do that? Why would they be nice to me? They must want something. You know, there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? That they're only doing something nice for me because they're going to want something from me later. And again, these are all just programs. These are beliefs. These are things that we've learned throughout our lives that are stopping us, limiting us from our true abundance, what we are calling into us. And so this is why people wonder why, but I'm manifesting this thing. I've been doing all of the steps that the law of attraction says, or I've been doing all the steps that this spiritual teacher told me to do, but I'm still not receiving the abundance. I'm still not receiving that thing that I want. This might be one of the programs, one of those underlying foundational pieces might be playing, and it might just be showing up in your life in a way of you not being able to receive a compliment, a gift, a kind gesture. So this week, I invite you to ask yourself, are you able to receive compliments, kind gestures, small gifts of appreciation? How do you respond? How does it feel in your body? Do you utilize any of these tactics to deflect it, to give others praise right away? Any of the ones that we've just walked through, or any other ones that you come up with that show that you have this underlying program at play. So no matter how much you're looking to receive, no matter how much you are manifesting what you want, you're actually unconsciously pushing it away. Because what is in resonance here? It's like the tuning fork. If you're playing a resonance of not being able to receive, you are not going to be able to receive those things that you're working so hard, the things that you really want in your life. So take some time. Ask yourself, when you identify it, say, oh yeah, I actually do that. I've definitely done that. So there's still a little bit of distortion in my field. Where does this come from? What limitation, what limiting belief is looking to be recognized, transmuted, and released so that I can be fully open to all the things that I want in life? And I tell you, this is as much about your own connection to yourself, your connection to your guide, your higher spirit, because it's the same energetic resonance. But I really want to connect with my guides and I'm not feeling that. Well, are you actually open to receive it? Or does it make you feel a little bit uncomfortable? A little bit, I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable enough. I'm not good enough. I need to be someone different than I am. I need to dim my light. Allow yourself to reflect on it. This was a big one for me, and I suspect it's going to be for a number of you as well. So if you have loved this episode of Embodied Soul Podcast, please like it, share it, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel. It really does help get the energies out there and to help grow my channel. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Embodied Soul.